It should show live on here. Hold on. Okay, there you go. So let me send this out real quick. Hold on. I still got access to my Google. Send all that over there. You can do a little introduction. I think we got like 2 views right now while I send this out a little bit.
Oh, we live right now?
Yeah, we live, so you can go ahead and...
I hear a little echo, though. I don't know where that's coming from.
Make sure you, if you got a YouTube over the video, is
my YouTube now.
It's not.
I'm about to actually open my YouTube now.
What about now? You still hear an echo?
You there?
Mm-hmm. You don't hear no echo now, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, no, yeah, I do.
I don't hear it though. How about now?
Testing. Okay, it should. I hear a slight one, but oh no, it's still there. I don't know, probably on my end.
I don't know. You got it?
It's not that bad, so.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't hear it. All right. So, true peace to everybody. True mental college. In wartime, this is, as you see, the name of the explanation of the Ethiopian and Egyptian seal. Today is Geartha Day, known in modern time as Earth. What we're going to do is A-NOOT is going to do his.
I got juice.
Okay.
He's going to do his response to the Nawapian Malachi disciples' misinterpretation of our symbol. So what we're going to do is I'm going to play the video from that point forward, and then we'll go from there. So y'all can be caught up for those who might be a little lost. So give me a little bit. One moment. Let me share the screen.
Give me a second. I'm doing a video. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You heard me?
Mm-hmm. Who are you talking to? To Peace or me or you?
I'm talking to Kiki.
You gotta hit my phone.
On the phone, on the laptop.
You can see it. Oh, my bad. Let me go over to the other one.
I can't see me.
I'll shoot it.
symbol, Jesus, and this.
Get right to the point.
Those rituals are almost meaningless, right? Because it's been so watered down over the years, the meaning of things has become pretty much diminished. Now let's look at the symbol. You see the cross there, so there's no denying that the tour is involved there, okay? And you see the circle on top. Now, a person would have to show me where this symbol has its origins if it's not where I'm saying it is right now, okay? And you also see the circle at the top and a circle at the bottom. You see the double circles in there, which looks like also a Pisces symbol, just altered slightly, okay? Here we have the Crux Ansata. There's a whole book by H.G. Wells about the Roman Catholic Church involvement. And there you see that symbol there. It almost looks like an ankh, but it is not an ankh. And they have different meanings. So when you see the circle on top of the tour, okay, that has a complete different meaning and origin of when you see the womb on top of the tour in Coptic Christianity, early Coptic Christianity. So what happens is because all religions come out of Egypt, you have many similar symbols that have slightly altered meanings or looks. All right, so you have many different variations that take place when a nation is being built and using a lot of prehistoric symbols, stories, and events to fit into their own account, right? So many symbols are alike, but they're not exactly the same. Some are equivalent, but the history behind them are not. Okay, let me read this one more time for this symbol. It says, the ankh has also been associated with the Crux Ansata of the Coptic Church. This was a cross in the form of a T, which represented the Greek Tur, and an O, which represented the Greek letter Omega, meaning last, doomed, or dead. Thus, this symbol represented the mark of death. The death is the deception and betrayal and murder of Osiris, Usur, by the brother Set, symbolic of Satan. All right. Thus, you have cipher with Lucifer, giving you Lucifer. Now, a lot of these things that I'm saying when I'm talking about the serpent, okay, or Lucifer, again, these are water mysteries. These are water religions, just like the Torah or the Torah, which has a beginning talking about the Tainin, or the great serpent in the waters, similar to the Egyptian stories and many other stories. All right, so all religions are the same. They just have different interpretations when it comes to different places geographically, okay? So now that we know the circle on top of the tour and the origins of the tour, we have to go back and ask, well, which cross are we using and why? All right, symbolically, what are the origins of these things? And the big question is, are these two symbols the same? And my answer is no. And in my next video, I'm going to show you why. And I'm also going to get into this picture here and the meaning of the tour symbol with the circle on top when it comes to alchemy. Okay, the science and the Kabbalistic things that were being used at the time of these symbols. So what you have in this case, you have two symbols, one symbolic to the rising of the sun, Osiris, and one symbolic to the death of Osiris, which would be the setting of the sun. Okay, and that's where the tour cross comes in specifically, not the ankh. Again, these are two different symbols. Now, all this is according to my research. So if someone else has a different origin and can prove it with some type of facts of the circle over the tour, then I'll be gladly to listen. Until then, peace, YouTube. Wadu.
All right, so we'll stop sharing that for a second. All right, Ken, it's on you. You're muted. Hold on. You gotta unmute yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Hold on for a second. Give me 1 second. me know if you can see that.
Yep, I can see it.
All right. Give me 1 second. Let me know if you can see the expanded screen.
It switched back to you.
Oh, it switched back to me?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't see the expanded screen?
It went back. You gotta go back to it.
You see it now?
Yep.
All right. You see the expanded screen?
Nah. It left again.
Left it. I don't know. It's not letting me. All right. For some reason it's not letting me stay on the screen share for that.
What book is it? Book 2, right?
Yeah. I got it though. All right. You see it though, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. It went back to me again or no?
No, you good.
Good. All right. So let's go to, this is Nature Book 2, right? It's gonna give just a little brief explanation before we go into the origins of symbols and things of that nature. Listen to reason. So it stands to reason that when persons and things originate, beginning at 0.6 east and grow towards 0.9 north counterclockwise, they generally do grow rounder and culminate in perfection of the roundness configuration at 0.9 north, as shape 5 shown in this paragraph demonstrates by the digits 6 and 9 and the circles surrounding them. When persons and things grow from 9 north towards and to 6 west of the big circle on the left horizon, the growth pattern becomes more and more oblong. When persons and things originate, beginning at 0.6 west and grow towards 0.3 south counterclockwise, they usually grow slimmer and apex in slenderness at 0.3 south. And these opposite principles, 9 and 6 represented by 3, give us the ball or circle at tip top of the circle of order and the straight line or crooked line at rock bottom of the circle. Let it be remembered always and let it be known. Listen to reason. Moreover, the opposites, the circle and line powers of the whip powers, close that door, and whip powers are one reason the pharaohs of Egypt wore headgear, crown or uraeus decorated with the sun disk, roundness, circle, and the serpent, the hajj, curve or straight line. These united but opposite powers are also symbolized by the Ethiopian Egyptian Ankh of ancient times. Another reason is, like all original gods and goddesses of the universe, one of the attributes of the sun god is the serpent, the whip of the uraeus, as explained in introduction book 1 of the Science Noon, written by BOONOO, as this book is too. Still another reason. Stop. Still another reason why the pharaohs of Sudan, Egypt, and Ethiopia in Africa wore the uraeus, the sun disk, and the serpent crown is this: it is a sign of fearful and fearless powers, godhood, priesthood, kinghood, sovereignty, and the ability and capacity to do good or evil, like all the original gods and goddesses of eternal nature. Let it be remembered always and let it be known. So this gives us a small introduction from Noon, telling us where we get these particular symbols from. And in one instance, Mr. Malachi Disciples is right, but in another instance, he's totally incorrect. Now let's go to the symbol of, hold on. Let's go to the symbol. I had the page pulled up. I don't remember which link I had it in. Oh, here we go. All right, can you see the Wikipedia page?
Not yet.
Is it screen sharing?
Mm-hmm. But it's still on the last thing you was reading.
So you don't see the Wikipedia page. All right.
Yeah, not yet.
All right, hold on. Maybe I need to go back to the Google Hangouts and screen share that.
Mm-hmm.
Did it show up yet?
Yeah, there you go.
The Wikipedia?
Yeah, I can see it with the symbols and stuff in here.
Okay. Now, these symbols right here, and I want us to focus on the earth symbol, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go to the earth symbol. Astronomical symbol for the earth. Hold on. Let me see. Oh, wait, no. It's too late to go to the playground. You can't go to the playground right now. It's bedtime. Hold on. Let me see something. I had it pulled up, but I wanted to read the one specifically for planet Earth. Hold on. Astronomical. Stop making so much noise. All right, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. All right, so everybody can see this symbol with the circle and the cross. Now let's read on this, the history. The earliest types of symbols are allegories, personifications, or deifications, mostly in the form of an earth. Stop that. Stop. The earliest type of symbols are allegories, personifications, and deifications, mostly in the form of an earth goddess. In the case of Egyptian mythology, a god, Geb. Before the recognition of the spherical shape of the earth in the Hellenistic period, the main attribute of the earth was its being flat. The Egyptian hieroglyph for earth, land, depicts a stretch of flat alluvial land with grains of sand. If you look closely, that's the symbol that they have. It's called the Gardenier N16. Similarly, the Sumerian cuneiform sign for earth, Ki, originates as a picture of the threshing floor. The classical element earth is represented by the trigram of three broken lines in the I Ching. The Western early modern alchemical symbol is a downward pointing triangle bisecting by a horizontal line. Other symbols for the earth in alchemy or mysticism include the square and the serpent. In the Roman period, the globe, a representation of the spherical earth, became the main symbol representing the concept. The globe depicted the universe pictured as the celestial sphere as well as the earth. The global cruciger is the globe surmounted by a Christian cross held by Byzantine emperors on one hand to represent the Christian ecumene. On the other hand, the Acacia represented the mortal nature of all men. In the medieval period, the known world was also represented by the TNO figure, representing an extremely simplified world map of the three classical continents of the old world, which is Asia, Europe, and Africa. All right. But the origin, we want to get to the origin of this particular symbol, because this particular symbol is represented as the sun prior to the actual earth symbol. Symbol. Okay. I love you too. You want to give me a hug? Daddy's doing a video. All right, come give me a hug. Thank you.
Daddy's that a skeleton?
Mm-hmm.
Where? Daddy, let me show you. Let me show you.
Hold on, Daddy's doing a video. Give me a second.
You move the lamp.
Where was it? Pulled up the page and don't even remember where I had it for. Symbols for minor planets. No, that's... Where is it? Where is it? I don't know. If you want to touch on something before I look for this thing, you could go ahead, because I don't want to take too long trying to find this particular...
Let me see something.
I'm going to take it off screen sharing for a second. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. And I pulled it up on purpose. This thing is not showing.
You found it?
No. I had it pulled up. Okay. Yeah. This.
And you was relating this, so you cited the Wikipedia as a basis into what direction that you're going in.
Correct. Well, let's go. All right. Hold on. Where we at? I'll go Google Hangouts. Screen share. You see the screen share? Screen?
Oh, hold on. Give me a second.
You see that sun cross or wheel?
No, not yet. I see the YouTube.
Oh. You see the sun cross or wheel now?
Yeah, I can see it now.
All right. So in that particular excerpt that we were doing, that was showing you the most earliest depiction of that circle with the cross in it. But if you go further back now, we see that that actual circle with a cross in it was a solar symbol before it became an earth symbol. So this is to let us know that over time, hold on, that it tells us that over time things evolve and they change meaning. So I'm going to read now where that sun cross or wheel, which is also depicted as planet Earth, has changed. A sun cross, also solar cross or wheel cross, is the term for a symbol consisting of equilateral cross inside a circle when considered as a solar symbol. The design is frequently found in the symbolism of prehistoric cultures. Read that? Prehistoric cultures, particularly during the Neolithic to Bronze Age periods of the European prehistory. This means before European history. All right, European prehistory. So I don't want people to think that, okay, this is in European history. All right, the symbols and ambiguity and apparent importance in prehistoric religion have given rise to its interpretation as a solar system, whence the modern English term sun cross, a calic of German, whatever that guy's name is. I ain't gonna try to pronounce it. The same symbol is used as a modern astronomical representing the earth rather than the sun. So in ancient times, see, that's why I said that Mr. Malachi Disciple was right and wrong. But Noon deals with what? Deals with origins. So the origin of the symbol comes before European history. So all this Coptic church, all this other foolishness that he's talking about, he got to go further back to the Neolithic and Bronze Age period, which is before the European history. All right. So the same symbol is used as astronomical symbol for the earth. So that's what I wanted to read. We could go down. Interpolation as a solar system. Interpolation of the simple equilateral cross as a solar symbol as Bronze Age religion was widespread in the 19th century scholarship. The cross in a circle was interpreted as a solar system derived from the interpretation of the disk of the sun as a wheel of the chariot of the sun god. All right. Wessler, or whatever his name is, in 1881 postulated an unattested Gothic rune wheel representing the solar deity by the wheel symbol of a cross in a circle reflected the Gothic letter here. So as you can see, that circle with the dot in it, that's actually prior to any European findings. This was in ancient Egypt, representing of the sun and sunlight and what it represented in ancient Egypt. So we're going to, you could go ahead and talk. I got to go find this other image now. I'm going to hand it back to you real quick.
What are you trying to establish this fossil? They can understand the relation of the video
of it coming, of it relating all the way back. We're gonna go all the way back to where they can see where the symbol comes from.
Right, because the farthest he was able to go was basically in modern times, which is he's talking about alchemy and the interpretation that the Romans and stuff had like that. He didn't go any further, and you could tell how what he put in the second video, that it was definitely rushed and it don't have no substance. And he's looking at the symbols based off of the changes it went through, but he really don't know how far it goes back. And why he's caught up in the symbol, he don't even realize it's actually one of those symbols is one of the definitions for the planet.
Correct.
And if you go to let's see here.
All right, so we could come right back again. Give me a second. Let me know if you see the screen.
Hold on. All right, because I got something set up after you get through with all of that.
Let me know if you see it now. You see it?
Yeah, the sun hieroglyph. There you go.
All right, so the sun hieroglyph. Now, remember we just saw the sun with the circle in the middle, right?
Yeah.
That was the European taking that same symbol and making it something else. All right. So the ancient Egyptian sun hieroglyph is Gardner sign listed number N5 for the sun disk. It is also one of the hieroglyphs that refers to the god Ra. The sun hieroglyph is used in ancient Egyptian language hieroglyphs as a determinative to refer to events of time. For example, when referring to day XX of month YY, even the snap of a finger, a moment or instant in time is represented using the hippopotamus head, Gardner number F3, with the sun disk as a time determinative in a hieroglyph composition block. In the 24th century BC, Palermo stone, the sun hieroglyph is used on the Palermo piece obverse of the 7-piece Palermo stone is identified dates or specific day events, day of, a few of a king year registers are dates only, for example, in row 5 or row 6. So we can see now for month 2, and then they put, so in those times, and even in this time, the sun is used as a what? As a way to tell time, letting us know where in the sky that the sun particularly was at. So you also had different hieroglyphs, like Gardner number N8 shows you the sun rising hieroglyph, which is also a representation of noon. We'll get into that later on. All right. But I led you guys to where the original symbol was. Well, not original, sorry. Where the most recent circle with the cross representing the earth. Then I took you back to where it represented the solar symbol. Right? And now I'm taking you further back, in which you can see in ancient Egypt, in which it was a circle with the disc in the middle. All right. And that line that comes under it was put inside the circle with a cross. You understand? So the line was actually outside of the circle, then it was put inside the circle. All right. So I'm gonna let you get to your explanation.
All right. So that one, we want to make it, let it be known that Malachi is saying that the symbol or the circle and the cross and all that goes back to serpents and water worship and religion. This shows you off the bat that he has no idea what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So we just want to make that be known. And I'm gonna go into something that's going to support what you just said, that it was first with this, it was first with the sun, then it moved to the earth. Mm-hmm. And then it started changing from there. Now watch what the real true A-NOOT Rakata said about this same thing. Now watch this. And you could pull this up in the nature books as a part two to this, because I know you. I'm gonna put, while I'm reading this, just pull it up in the nature book too. Let me know when you can see it.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. I wasn't even watching. Hold on.
All right, you see it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now this coming out of the Bob interpretation book too.
Okay.
All right.
I see it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so what we about to do is break it down from number 74. Mm-hmm. And it reads, in the case of Jesus, the resurrection was a fabricated story designed to deceive the world, just as the story of Immaculate Conception and Ascension was fabricated to spellbind the people also. Religion history show record of at least 14 such stories like that of Jesus, all existing before the time of Jesus. Those stories like that of Jesus were impractical and illogical. They were allegory. All of those virgin-born resurrection ascension tales were mainly Indian legends in the East and West originally. However, the life, death, resurrection, ascension story came from the Ethiopian, the woolly-haired people, but when only the Ethiopian had it, it was understood that the story was the description of the works of nature. But when the Caucasian got hold of the story from the Phoenicians, they took the real understanding out of it and used the story to fascinate darker peoples into spiritual ignorance and gullibility for the purpose of oppression and exploitation. The Ethiopian story about nature covered a 24-hour period, and it went this way. The sun is the king and the ruler of the solar system who sits on the throne at midday. This is the time the sun is highest in the sky. The sun is the bright and morning star in the light of the world, who by his ray light gives life to the world, meaning the earth and the things thereof and the rest of the solar system, because in the rest of the solar system, because the sun is the burning, that is the original source of all lesser burnings, natural and artificial in the solar system. The sun is the creator of the solar system, meaning the planets and their satellites in this part of the universe. From his throne, the sun condescends and descends to earth. When the sun reaches the earth, he sheds blood, the red hue of the sun at sunset, by which he gives life to the world as he is put to death on the cross, meaning on what? The earth, because the astronomical symbol of the earth and moon is a cross and a circle. Look under the word planet in a dictionary with a table of planets. He, the sun, is put to death by the demons of darkness, sundown. The sun enters hell or darkness called the grave, gravitation, and rises from the grave, the dead, in the morning, sunrise or levitation, victorious over death, hell and the grave, and ascends back into heaven where he always reigns. The foregoing is the gist of the Ethiopian story concerning the sun. More and more ideas were added to this story until it was eventually applied individual men such as Krishna, Rama, Buddha, Jesus, and others. Then the true meaning of the story was lost. The true original meaning of the story, the sun was also used to symbolize the death of vegetation into winter, when the sap of nature goes down, and the light, and it goes down, and the life of vegetation in the summer when the sap comes up. The phrase son of God used by Caucasians in the Bible was termed son of nature in the Ethiopian story. In other words, Caucasians changed the phrase son of nature to son of God in order to deceive. However, the phrase son of God is in keeping with Caucasian origin. In other words, the phrase son of God is right for Caucasians. So as you can see that these dudes are not even studied, and you could tell that York did not write this. And also you didn't hear nothing dealing with no water worship or no serpents, and it takes it all the way back to the sun and walks it down into the area of what Malachi is familiar with. He don't know anything other than that because he's reading from York books and from H.G. Wells, who these individuals were unaware of the information that we're talking about. Did you find that other piece in the nature books?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and share that, and so they can see how Afro-UNO took it upon himself in the nature of nature to go right behind that of what he said in the BIAE. Go ahead, take it away, Ken.
Hold on, my son he just want to play. I know, but you can't play with my hand right now. Hold on, Daddy's doing something. Do you see the nature book?
Yep, I see it on number 381. All
right, cool. Listen to reason. Note that Christmas comes, and this is perfect because this is one day right before Christmas.
Yep.
For me. I know. All right, stop. Listen to reason. Note that Christmas comes at the beginning of the winter season when the sap of vegetation is dead or down. And Easter comes at the start of the warm weather season when vegetation sap begins to rise, because these holidays were originally ancient heathen and pagan festivals and celebrations of the winter and summer seasons of nature on the long-term basis and the short-term basis, like yearly. Indeed, Christmas is another word for ghost mass, which does mean ghost mass, and another way of saying winter worship and ghost worship. For Christ is a variant of the word ghost, and ghost refers to the death of nature called winter, while Easter does mean risings of the east star, who is our sun soul of this solar system in the short term, and stars in general in the long term of cycles of absolute nature. The writer hopes that the reader still follows the nature pattern of religion, not only for Judaism and Christianity, but all religions in one degree or another, because as the writer reiterates, there is nothing else to base religion upon but nature or some of its members and parts. Since omnipotent, nature is all persons, all places, and all things existent. Let it be remembered always. Listen to reason. Here we go. The astronomical symbol coming up. I hope y'all getting hyped. Listen to reason. Now, here is how the Jesus and Easter story came into being. Originally, the ancestors of the Ethiopian race personified the sun of our solar system in words as the ruler of the world, whose title was the son of nature. But religion has it the son of God. Our forerunners started with the sun at midday or high noon. Remember, I showed you the symbol just now for midday or high noon, when the sun is highest in the sky and is said to be on his throne. As time goes on, this mighty ruler of persons and things condescends to earth. So the symbol itself condescended to earth too. The astronomical symbol of planet Earth, the power symbol of orb Earth, is a circle with a cross intersecting the circle. See the planet chart under the word planet in the American English Dictionary. When this mighty ruler and creator of all persons and things reaches the earth's horizon, which is the cross, he is put to death on the cross by the demons of darkness and sheds blood, the redness of sunset and the darkness of sundown, and sinks into hell and the grave of death among devils of darkness. But being the ruler that he is, with the power over all persons and things that be, of course, he has the power over death and the demons of darkness, from whose grave of death and darkness he rises, sunrise, and ascends back into heaven, the sky, where he reigns. Let it be remembered always and let it be known. I'm going to keep reading though. Listen to reason. Ancient barbarians, nomads, heathens, and pagans eventually personified this story about our sun soul, not only with words, but with actual people. And this is why ancient religions, mythologies, and legends show records of more than 15 crucified saviors besides Jesus' story of all of them older than Jesus' epic adventure. What's the problem? Okay, I'm sorry. All right. It is so that the reader should have a pretty clear picture now how religions are secretly, clandestinely, mythologically, indirectly, and deceptively based on nature. Whereas Noon definitely does not try to hide the fact that Noon is the nature of nature in words and the way and will of almighty nature in phrases. Let it be remembered always and be it known. Woo! All right. So I hope you guys saw that. I'm going to put it back on the screen now. You can see me now?
Yeah.
All right. So I hope that you guys, huh? What'd you say?
Me?
Oh, I thought you said something. My bad.
I was just gonna add on that that's a continuation of what was in the Bible interpretation. And once again, it goes right into this astronomical symbol. It takes it right back to the sun, which we know this is the SMAT circle and how it changes and travels, which we'll go into that later. But that was a great explanation. And again, that's more proof that AfroUNO wrote both of those books, because they keep wanting you to say things when all you got to do is look at the information and you can see his signature.
That's
it's simple and plain. He didn't have to say certain things as far as the author. Even with even though he identified himself in the nature of nature, he still was like, it don't matter who wrote the books. That was his mind state on that. But he said who he was scientifically, and we understand how that goes. But so go ahead, Ken. You can continue with that. I just wanted to.
All right. So hold on. Let me see. You can see this now?
Yeah, the sunrise and hieroglyph.
All right. So wait, no, we got to go back one. All right. So we got what's wrong? Oh, sorry. All right. So where's the sun at midday? Like AfroUNO was saying, the sun at midday was the N8 hieroglyph. Hold on. Because
I got the picture, but you trying to find it on here first.
Yeah, screen share the picture. We could go off that. Hold on, let me take this off. So you can screen share the picture real quick?
Yeah, hold on.
Malachi, you getting school, boy. You getting school, boy. You can't come up against this. What you trying to show the world your car? You want to show them your car? When you got that car?
From the store.
From the store? Okay.
Can you see my desktop?
Yeah.
All right, let me try to pull it up. Here you go. Here we go.
Let me just erase it.
No, don't erase anything.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Erase
I don't know if it's screen sharing on. Let me see if it's screen sharing.
Talking to me?
Is it screen sharing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the that's
Can
the
you see it?
Yeah.
Because I can't see it on the screen yet. Maybe it's slow over
Maybe,
here.
yeah. Maybe it's slow on your end.
Oh.
Hold on.
Because I'm looking at the phone. I don't see it showing over there.
But stop. Don't press the computer.
I'm just gonna erase it now.
No, don't erase anything. You're gonna mess it up. You don't want to mess it up. You want to mess it up?
No.
All right. Let daddy do what he got to do. This guy got to get bust up. You hear me? He got to get bust up. Got my son laughing at you. You got to get beat up.
No.
Let me try this again. Y'all all over that wilding. All right. Tell me now, can you see it?
Hold on.
Why this is...
Oh, stop it.
It's still not showing?
It might, hold on. Let me know when you're done with that, because I want to start saving. Oh, stop that. You're messing this up.
Still no? You might have to... Hold on. Let me do it like this.
All right.
I'm not gonna erase it. I'm just gonna record.
No, don't put your card there.
I'm not gonna erase it.
Stop. Mm-hmm. I can't even get this thing.
You say it's G9?
I don't know. I think it's G8.
Oh, then the cards up.
All right. So when you're done with that,
Turn it, man.
we're gonna hit them with this next one.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. This way to be better.
Let me see.
I didn't ask for you, Siri. Siri popping up.
Come on. What? You hyper?
Yeah.
I see. All right. Right, midday. Listen, you can't put that on this is a brand new computer. Stop it.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see the whole Google thing.
Good.
Come on. Stop.
Stop.
Listen, don't do that.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Yes.
Behave.
No.
Why you not listening?
I am.
You not listening?
I am, Daddy.
Okay, so stop doing that. Daddy's doing something right now.
All right, there you go.
I don't see it on your screen. All I see is your...
Look on my tummy.
Hmm?
Look on my shoulders.
Listen, don't do that. Play with it on the floor. Go play with it on the floor. Yeah, King. All I see is the symbol, the end symbol with the noon questions and answers.
All right,
There you go. Now I see it, yeah. All right, so GN5, as you can see. You ready?
I'm still don't see it on my what you call it. Hold on. If I see you.
Yeah, I see me too.
Daddy.
Am I still screen sharing or something? Or
Daddy.
no? I don't think I'm screen sharing.
Daddy.
No, I'm not screen sharing.
Daddy.
Yeah.
I want something on the TV.
I don't know. Are you still screen sharing?
I'm not screen sharing.
His name is Daddy. I mean, his name is Darwin. I know your nickname.
You know my nickname? This boy is something else.
I don't know why you can see it, but I'm not seeing it nowhere else.
Yeah, I'm seeing it now. Ask your wife if she see it on a computer or something.
Daddy, can you look on my arm? Daddy, look. It's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8, 9, 0.
Mm-hmm.
And Daddy, it's Q W E R T Y U.
Yeah.
What's I
Mm-hmm.
and O P A S D F C H I M J K L A S D F. Oh, sorry.
You're gonna have to screen share it. For some reason, I'm having trouble for some reason.
All right. Let me.
Like you can see it, but it's not sharing on the screen for some reason.
Wait. Hold on. Daddy's doing something. Now, what did you look for it under?
I just typed it in, Raw at midday. I got the picture right here, but it's on my desktop, but it's like, I don't know why it's not showing. Yeah, see, it's all the way back.
Daddy, can you buy vacuum? Can you buy Rocky toys tomorrow? Can you buy Rocky toys for me, please? Daddy, can you buy me Rocky toys, please?
Right, midday. Let me see. Okay, I see the.
Toy?
All right. Get this. All right, let me do this.
Daddy.
Hold on.
Look, a car is on your shoulder. Daddy, a car is on your shoulder. Daddy, a car is on your shoulder.
Okay.
Daddy, look,
All right. I'm screen sharing now, so let me know if you see the raw at midday one.
Yeah, I can see it.
His name is
Just trying to wait for it to show up on the mobile. Yeah, you went right to the place where I went. You got to go down some, it'll show up. But yeah, there you go. I can see it.
All right, we're gonna leave it like this. All right. So you got the Sun G5, GN5, raw at midday, Sun GN8. Then you got Horizon at sunrise. That's the Aket symbol, and it says the first rays of the sun GN28. And then you got the other symbols that represent the sun. Stop. Then you got the Shen ring, you got Horus of the horizon, and you got Kepri, G1, and KINOO, god of sunset. All right. So we want to show y'all something that Afro-UNOO did, which is gonna blow your minds. Give me a second.
Daddy, a car is on your neck.
I see. Wait. Where is it? Stop.
I'm gonna pull it up myself just in case you can't get it. But it should be in your email if you.
Oh, it is. Let me. All right. All right, you see that?
Not yet.
All right, so maybe I got a screen share it. Listen, you gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Daddy.
Behave.
Where's the car?
All right. Screen share. You see it?
Yeah, there you go.
All right. So here's the thing. This is the grand beginning, not even the finale.
Mm-hmm.
I want you guys to see how Noon got depicted into the Noop symbol and also into the Zoop symbol. All right. So as you can see, the sun rays, which is really the brain energy that comes off of the sun, which is represented by the color gray. Hold on, I got another one we could pull up real quick. Give me a second. See, as you can see, all right, we're gonna finish explaining this one that we got here. As you guys can see, you got 3 lines on the outside of the circle, which represents the sun rays. This was the GN5 hieroglyph. Then the sun rays were put inside the circle to represent the N, which is Noon, which is NOOPOOH. And as it evolved, it turns into the Z, or sleep. So as you can see, these are the 3 symbols. And this and the 3 symbols are actually one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna show one now with the colors in them. So you guys can get a nice lesson about
I got something to throw in after you do all of that. But also they can see that it also makes the cross symbol too, which is death.
All right. Do we see it now? There we go. That gray represents the gray brain matter. Comes off the sun. All of these 4 colors represents an existence of nature, or what you would call an element of nature, which is fire, earth, water. Can you stop it? You got what? Fire, water, earth, and what? Ethers. That black represents ethers. Also, the fire represents, which is the red. The red represents the fire as well as the ethers as well. But we know that all ethers come from black, which is 9 ether. We also got the green representing vegetation in the land, and the blue representing the water. So we know that the sun creates all these elements that we see on the on this symbol via sunshine and via whatever way that it needs to create these particular elements. All right. So I know you about to follow up with something, but
yeah, show them the other one, the last one.
Which one is that?
With the Z.
Oh, with the Z. Sorry. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go to the email. All right. We're gonna fight after this. All this bothering me while I'm doing this, we're gonna fight. You know that? Sorry, y'all. My son is ultra playful today. All right, you see that?
Yep, there you go.
Here you go with the Z. All right.
Yep. And,
go ahead.
And again, like you said, if you take the two outer bars and lay them across, that's the symbol of the seal, and which we already did. You know, the nature already explained the circles and things. You just actually took it back to the glyphs, so they actually can see that. So I'm gonna share the screen to this real quick.
All right, let me take my screen sharing off. All right, is my screen sharing off?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, let me know when you can see what I got.
9 ball. There you go. Yeah, I see the 9 ball.
Right, and if you see the symbol, it's the same thing.
Correct.
It's the same thing. After UNOO put that on the 9 ball, all you got to do is pull the T down, and you got the other little lines up there that can go either way. But there it is, the symbol.
That's right.
Simple and plain. And you asked them before, why didn't York never say anything about the symbol on the 9 ball books? Because he couldn't.
That's right. He couldn't explain it.
That's right. That's why he left it alone. The same way he didn't say anything about the Ray Harakti story about the king in Africa kicking out the Adam and Eve group, and he made up all this other stuff with the Sumerians and all this extra mess that ain't got nothing to do with what either books are saying. So that proves that he definitely doesn't know, and that he got his little cronies running around here spellbinding each other, asking a whole bunch of questions. Council was over here in the chat. I kicked him out because he over here.
Wow, what happened?
No, that was a little earlier. He was just being disruptive. Even though it really don't matter, because once we stop going live, any comments made underneath the video, it's gonna disappear anyway. So he just asking a whole bunch of questions. He's been begging me to respond to that ignorant live stream he did with Malachi Disciple. He swear he was making points, and he wasn't. So like I told him, you know, you're not even Ethiopian. You need to go mind your mankind business, straight hair, man. That's another thing too. And he calling people niggas over here. That's another reason why I kicked him out. I'm like, you got a nerve. You know, that's racist. That's one-sided racism.
One side, yeah.
You know, you're not even of our race, so I take that a whole lot different than you just saying, oh, you ignorant, or you just talking about my teacher. You saying something, you're not even part of our race, so you have no right to call somebody a race.
Somebody in our race shouldn't even be calling us that neither. So
right, whether it's in our race or not, but he definitely don't have the right, ethnically speaking.
Correct.
So we got that part out of the way. You want to go into the let's go into the next thing with the little number 9s.
Oh yes, I know you about to bust that up, so
I'm gonna let you throw that up, and then we'll start.
Oh, you want me to put it up?
Yeah, we can go into that. Yeah.
Give me a second. Give me a second.
So now we just have proven, not just by way of the nature books, but actually of historical accounts, as well as those who have done the actual research and put it all together like pieces of a puzzle to show and prove that the actual Ethiopian and Egyptian Ankh actually was a symbol of the sun, and also the mentalities of the one supreme being called NOOPOOH and ZUPU, which if you go back to the video we did on the NWAPU Origins Revisited, which I cut that from the other video we did called Correcting Prince York, we showed where that they stole where NWAPU came from, where A-NOOT did the research and found that NWAPU really came from the Greek word Nebu for gold, and that the nature books explain that the brain nukes melt down, and that's where the glow comes from, and that's the 2 stars are the brains, and that's where all of the sunshine and the intelligence, the ether, all that stuff comes from the actual sun. So that's what our ancestors knew what the sun was, and that's why they praised the sun so much. And so that shows you that again, the Wapians are not original. They're thieves. They're following in the mental creator that made them like that, which are liars and thieves and remixers and things like that. And that's why we have to do this, because they can't be respected. And we're going to show y'all they have no intelligence either. And they just, yeah, I can see it. And they throw anything out there. All right, now what you see here, these symbols at the top, right, are actually meta symbols. But let's see what they say first. First, they say these are 3 9s, right? 9, 9, 9. 3 times 9 equals 27. 2 plus 7 equals 9, a cycle or a circle. Sounds cute. Okay. 86. Then it says, or the 3 0 0 0 for the 3 sons of Ricks. Again, you can't, numerically speaking, it don't make no sense. It can't be 3 9s and then say 3 O's. The symbol for a 9 and a O are not the same.
Not a cipher.
Right, it's a cipher, and neither are they interchangeable. Okay, then it says for the 3 sons that he's saying Marzak, which is still the word Razak, and he threw the word M up there, which is the Arabic word for provider. Marzak, Razak, Ricks. Okay, then he says the 0 equals time face of a clock. Makes no sense because there was no clocks back then. This is you're talking about is interchangeable with this sign out of the metaneta. All right, so 0 equals time face of a clock. Makes no sense. Then it says 0 equals space absent of form or shape. And see, this is what I was trying to. This is why Consul was so stupid, because he just said that Afro-Uno was wrong when he said space isn't empty, but York just said space is absent of form or shape. So if space is not empty, that means it has a shape. Correct? So again, Consul, stay out our lane. I told you, just like the noun ball said, that the Phoenician race can only reach 666 in space, matter, and time.
You don't understand this.
Okay, number 2, the Ethiopian descendants, us, the African race, can reach 999 even at 3 south. All right, monkey boy, you don't have the intelligence to understand what the first to be mental resurrected, which is Afro-Uno, what he was saying and what he was writing in English. You can't even understand what English is saying. All right, so let's go back to that again. Ignoramus, monkey descendant. All right, you said space. You said Afro-Uno was incorrect when he said space was empty. Yet your own master plagiarizing pedophile ruler said that 0, the second 0, is space is absent of form or shape.
I can't. I'm doing a video.
All right. 3 equals material orb of the planet. 87. The 3 in 1 and inseparable, which is 1000. The orbal ball is the perfect and favorite form of the Nawep supreme source, or Khalil Makwan Ayat.
Plagiarizing. He took that from the nature books, but
of course,
corrupted it.
Right, they corrupted it. Pa'ut, all expanded. And Pa'ut doesn't mean all expanded.
Can we find that part? I want to find that part where they the favorite form of the hold on. We got to get that from out the nature books.
Yeah, Kweepu put that in the book that she put out with them plagiarizing, actual facts or actual plagiarism. Put that in the book. But Pa'ut mean gods. It doesn't mean all expanded.
Stop.
All right, so let's go and look at what the ancients put, or what these symbols here that they said were 9s. Let's just make sure we get that.
Take my screen sharing off.
Yeah, because I'm gonna go to the next thing.
Go ahead.
All right. Make sure let me pull this up.
Hold on. I might have to, because I got to pull that up. Stop doing that.
All right, so they said that was the 9. Now watch what it says, what the 9 is in the metadata in the Egyptian translator. Let me know you can see that.
Oh, my bad. I ain't looking yet. Yeah, I can see it.
I'm trying to wait for it to show up on the.
Yeah, because it might not show up on the YouTube. You sure you pressing screen share?
Yeah, hold on. Let me do it again.
Sorry, Daddy.
It still didn't show?
I don't think I seen it yet. All right, so this, I'm gonna read it real quick where they plagiarize this thing from.
Maybe you can, hold on. I don't know why it's not showing though.
Yeah, for you, for some reason, it's not. Just now. All right, I'm sharing my screen with the
Yeah, where they stole a 1,000. Go ahead.
Yeah, listen to reason. The perfect number of the one supreme being is 1,000. That is to say 999 plus 1 for unity, which is 1,000 for nature. Or you could say the first 0 is for space, the second 0 is for matter, and the third 0 is for time. And the 3 are one and inseparable, which is 1,000. The perfect orb or ball is the perfect and favorite form of the one supreme being, and the ball's outline, profile, or silhouette is a perfect circle. If the form of the ball is perfect, of course, an orb or ball or circle like the sun, earth, or moon of our solar system. The mobility of roundness is one reason why the ball and its outline, the circle, are perfect, and the favorite form of Almighty and orb scientists maintain that absolute nature is global and perfectly round, because from any point wheresoever in eternal existence called infinite nature is the center point of roundness, because endless in space is the same distance in all direction from any point, remembering that the center point of a perfect ball is equidistant from all contours of the ball surface. Let it remembered always and be known.
Good. All right. I'm gonna try to share it one more time, but check your email.
Oh, I'm gonna take my screen sharing off now. All right, I took
yours
mine.
showed up. Let me know if mine showed up.
Daddy, can you take me to mommy, please?
Okay, stop.
Daddy, I want to write down on her hand.
Stop.
Stop. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Hush.
Stop it. You stop it. You stop it. Let me go. I'm not your best friend.
I'm trying to give it a second, see if it pop up. I'm watching the screen.
Mm-hmm.
If not, go to check your email. You're gonna have to share it for me.
All right, give me a second.
Having difficulties with the screen sharing for some reason. It's saying I'm screen sharing, but I don't see it.
Everyone, what's up? Everyone,
All right, so I'll screen share it real quick.
Stop that! Stop that nonsense! And what poops?
Yeah, let me know when you got it. You see the link I sent you, right?
Yeah, I got it. Hold on. I gotta go to the.
Stop.
All right, Hangouts.
Daddy, now can you take me to?
Hold on. All right, here we go.
No, that ain't it.
That's what you just sent. Well, okay.
No, I sent to the. It should have a number 9 on it in the email.
He said, "Hold on."
This boy is something else.
No. This man is.
Oh, 9 in Metanetra. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. 9 in Metanetra.
I have to roll a smash.
Now remember, everybody,
Daddy,
the Nawapians under Dr. York, the man with 76 trillion years of information, told y'all that those 3 little sticks represented the number 9. They was the number 9 and also the 0, which you know is not true. But look what the ancients showed you what the number 9 is.
Can you see it?
Yeah. You see what it is? It's Peseju. And if you look at the shapes, you don't see those symbols that the Nawapians or the Moon Wapians are calling the number 9. All right? That's just so you can look at that. You can do your own research, hit up any person you know that deals with the Metanetta and the number system and ask you to look at what we just showed you in comparison to what they said was number 9, and you can see that's not true. That is not true. So what we're going to do is show you what that symbol really is. And I'm going to send you the link, and we can read from it from there.
Mm-hmm.
One moment, Ken. So we just wanted the people to, the equal stand that, they're listening to some real idiots. Remember, Ken, I thought, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to do this, and then we're going to go into, then you follow up with what that really is. Remember how we did the whole breakdown?
Mm-hmm.
So give me a second. We're going to show them what this really is. All right, I just emailed it to you.
All right, give me a second. Netta?
Yeah, there you go.
It's showing?
Yeah, it's showing.
Okay.
Now, you see it, it's already under the let me see, I'm gonna read it a little bit from mine. Yours is kind of small.
I think this is expanded, but I expanded some more. Does it expand it some more?
No, it got off the screen. It's showing you again.
Oh. You know why? Because you can't expand it.
Right.
All right.
All right, good. I still got it on mine, but they can look this up. Netter Hemolopedia. All right. It says in terms netter or nutter or netger or netcher represented by this symbol here, right? That's the netter hieroglyph. Is the Egyptian word for God, or in plural form, nitiru, represented by the combined hieroglyph set of symbols. And you see 3 of those symbols together called the netter symbols, meaning gods. When the netter symbol is shown in groups of 8 or ogdoad in Greek, Hermopolis, ogdoad, or 9, or Ennead in Greek, Heliopolis, Ennead, it refers to Pa'ut, or group of gods. See, not all expanding, another lie that these Nawapians put in the little clip you just showed. So this is showing you how, again, we keep saying the same thing. Those who claim to be so Kemet, they allow this type of ignorance to just walk around unchecked. This is why we pay these clowns no attention, and that's why I ain't paid Consul no attention, because I know, number one, you're not Ethiopian, so your intelligence level is definitely low. You can't even begin to understand basic numbers in English, talking about we don't speak number English. You don't even understand English numerology or the number system, the basic number system. 9 and 0 is not the same. And you can't even understand. Again, this is what happened. Y'all keep following up what York is saying. Y'all don't check him. And this is why y'all repeat the dumbness he said. One book, he said space is not empty. But in this book that y'all just put out, it says, you said space doesn't have a shape or form. That goes along with what BOONOO said, that space is a vacuum, fool. It's called the unmovable mover, and it is where all things that takes up space fits in. This is what we keep trying to tell y'all. You're ignorant. All right? And you're trying to start a argument or debate someone on somebody else's ignorance. You're not even standing on your own and coming to us in the nature books and saying, okay, well, this says this. You trying to defend somebody who was automatically been debunked. Every time we come on here with a video, we bring nothing but the facts and we give y'all sources to cite. All right. So I'm not going to spend too much time on that. What all y'all got to do is come to this website, eoht.info, and it'll tell you all about this symbol. Or you can get at the Armor Squad, or you can holler at Wu Jiao, who have put out a couple of meta books. You can find people online that'll tell you what is, ask them, what is this the symbol for netta? They're gonna give you these glyphs right here. Then ask them, what is the symbol for 9 in the meta netta? They're gonna show you that. And then look back at this video and look what these dumb, ignorant, non-educated cult members trying to tell you about the meta netta. And we all online. How many people you see arguing online about how old the meta netta is and how they still trying to figure out has it been deciphered or not? But this part been deciphered. The number system has been deciphered. The word or the symbol or the hieroglyph for netta or netiru is there. Another lie that these Moonwapians are doing is corrupted the word Nwapu, netiru, to the word Nasdaru. They done corrupted the name for the netiru or the gods and called them Nasdar or Nerjaru. Tell them to produce it in the metanetta. Tell them to produce Nasdar, which is supposed to be the equivalent word for netiru. No receipts, no historical background, no sources cited, following a pedophile and schizophrenic. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. And this is why they get upset at me, because you can hear it in my voice that I'm very, very aggravated at the foolishness that they're performing against their own race and kind. So don't expect me to talk nice. Expect me to talk clean, but I'm not going to talk nice. So, A-NOOT, you can go ahead and go to breaking down the inspiration of revelation on what this symbol is, because that's another thing too. There's a big disagreement on what the symbols, the hieroglyph for netta really means, and A-NOOT is gonna take it from there. You got it set up, Ken?
No, I don't.
All right.
But we can start with
because if not, I can go to the go ahead, do that. Let me look for something while you do that.
Yeah, do your thing. This is not like a video like we just doing it in one shot take type of thing. You could watch us, do little research and things on there. Am I still screen sharing?
Let me see. Yeah, you moving the cursor around.
All right, cool. No worries. Let's go to Google. We'll go to Google. Computer moving slow. What's going on? Okay, here we go. All right, go to Google. We're going to go to the etymology dictionary. Then we're gonna go to etymology. We're gonna go to acts, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we're gonna go to, let's go to the verb acts. All right. We can go to the verb, we can go to the noun. Well, the noun popped up first. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So the symbol that let me go back to it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
This particular symbol, right? They claim is a flag or an axe. They don't know if it's a flag or an axe, right? But upon deeper reasoning, I realized that, you know, flags, you know, were not a thing that was major in ancient Egypt at the time when they should be when they were writing hieroglyphs and things of that nature. They weren't producing cloth material type of flags at that point in time. That didn't really get popular until the Caucasian came around, and he was hanging flags damn near everywhere as a form of conquering things, you know. So, but what I did realize that this particular symbol is indeed an axe. Here's why. Let's go to the etymology of what an axe is. An edge instrument for hewing timber and chopping wood. All right. Then we're going to go down to the verb, because the verb really tells you what this is about. To shape or cut with an axe. Figurative meaning to remove a person from a position or severely reduce expenses in recorded by 1922. I want us to keep in mind the word to remove, because this is what an axe does. An axe removes things. Okay. So after we go to axe, we're going to go now to atoms. Actually, no, sorry. We're going to go to acid. Okay. Acid. Acid. As an adjective, acid, the taste of ginger. Sour, sharp, or tart. All right. And it says all the way to the end, it says to be sharp, rise out to point, or pierce. All right. I want you guys to keep these words in mind into what an axe is. An axe is what? Is to remove things. But what is also an axe? An axe is a sharp object. Remember, our ancient ancestors used a lot of symbolism in the things that they were doing. So you have to, when you see something, you have to understand there's a meaning behind it. All right. So we looked up an axe, and the characteristics of an axe is to help to remove things, or to split things in half, or to create another thing by cutting it. Also, acid means to be sharp or to be sour. Now we're gonna go to the nature books. Let me bring this down. It's probably not screen sharing right now, right?
Hold on, let me see. Hold on. Going it. No, not yet.
Okay, there's no problem. Give me a second.
Daddy.
Mm.
You turn that a little bit.
Turn it on. You want to watch this?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put it in the living room. Give me a second, Ken. If you want to talk real quick, let me just put my son in the living room to watch this thing.
All right.
What's that called?
Ice Age.
Ice Age?
Mm-hmm.
There was Ice Age.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me see what we could do here. We're just trying to break this down. All right, so we got to wait for the king to come back. But we just want y'all to, equal stand that, again, 9 mind NOOPOOH are mental energies, and that these energies are the same energies that contact the Afro Uno in 1962, and has been spreading and have been getting stronger and stronger through the atmosphere, through the sun and its rays, as well as the mentality of the Ethiopian race. And again, this is something that each and every African have the ability to contact without worrying about a savior. That cycle is over, and that was the time of ZUPU as far as that's concerned. Again, to get the books, go to find9news.com. That's FINENEWS.com or NOOPOOH.com. NOOPOON. Noon, there's a NOOPOOH, my bad. NOOPOONOONE.com.
All right, I'm back, but keep talking. I
was just telling them where to go to get the books if they need. I'm gonna put it in the you got to put it in the group, and y'all can get those books and start to learn about the mental energies that are pulling everything up in space, matter, and time. And so stop following these flunkies. NOOPOOH is definitely causing the collapse of all these fakers that y'all seeing that's falling away in the media, and it's rightfully so, because the moon cycle residue has to be replaced and removed, the debris, so everybody can be able to see. In the sun cycle, one of the things that come with the sun cycle, which we in the 3000th cycles, out of all of the cycles, is 1500 moon cycles and 1500 sun cycle. We in the 1500 sun cycle, and which is half of the 3000, which is the moon. And now with the sun cycle comes the rays of transparency. So what you're seeing is the sun is burning away that fog that has kept all of us under different types of spells, whether it was entertainment, jobs, thinking that saviorism was the way to liberation. All of that stuff is being exposed. I want to say also that through evolution, everybody in the Ethiopian race specifically has lost a lot of mentality and ability to create and things like that, and the other races perfected in their ability to do so. So our race is the only race that actually suffered the most when it comes to mental capabilities, because this is, even though we was procreated in this in the ZUPU zone, it still was a going downward for us. And so I said that to say this, that this is our time now to mentally uprise, so we'll know what we need to do. You ready to go ahead with that, Ken?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. So you was talking, looking for the word. You looking for nature, using the nature books. Go ahead, do your thing.
Correct. Give me 1 second. I found it. Okay. And this one we could find in the give me a second, I'll get you some juice in a minute. This one you can find in the moonset, and sunrise. All right. So let me screen share. Boom. Let me know if, let me see it. You see it?
Yeah, what is life and what is death? And is there life after death?
Go upstairs. I'm doing a video. Go upstairs. Go with Shaq.
No.
Go let Shaq give you the juice. Let Shaq give you the juice.
When you get through reading that, I got something to add after you get through with that.
Shaq, give him some juice for me. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna read this real quick. What is life and what is death? And is there life after death? Let Shaq give you the juice. Go. Where's your cup?
I don't know.
Check it. Check in the living room. All right. Sorry about that, fellas and ladies. My son is all over the place. All right. What is life and what is death? And is there life after death? Listen to reason. Some people are taught to believe that each time a person is born, he or she has a new soul who has never existed before. That is not true. But what is true is that the baby just born has a new body that never existed before. And the new body must produce life for itself if it is to continue to live after birth. The umbilical cord of the mother provides life for the embryo and fetus during the gestation period before the infant is born. It is not an individual spirit being called a soul that keeps the body alive, because spirit beings survive on the food and blood of the living body themselves. In other words, it is just the opposite of what religionists teach. Instead, spirit beings being the lives of people are the lives of spirit beings, because life itself indeed is a burning. The burning can be conscious or unconscious, constructive or destructive. Therefore, there exists the life of life and the life of death. The life of life exists in the top half of the circle of existence during the time that the top half exists. And the life of death has been, and the life of death has been in the bottom half of the same circle. Like life, death lives. Otherwise, it could not be active in reverse life. Let it be remembered always and let it be known. Now, here's the part that we need to get into. Is highlighted in my book. Listen to reason. Life springs from an acid base and is continued by that acid base. Of course, acid burns. So hence, life is a burning. Like the acid in a car battery is the life of the car. The car is made by active by gas burning, and the person is made active by blood burning. Brain newts that creates brains from other material are acid particles and produce mind and reason energy, who carry out the creation work of brain newts, who are called the prime mover. When a baby is born, the attending physician or midwife makes sure that the infant is breathing, and if it is not, inhaling and exhaling, the baby gets a spanking to excite and activate the brain and nervous system into action, because otherwise the child will die unless it is stillborn, born dead already. When a baby actively starts to breathe, the oxygen air it breathes goes to the lungs, and the acid in the blood in its lungs burns the oxygen the child breathes, and that burning is the natural electricity called ether, which is life. Let it be remembered always and let it be known. So, as we can see, life springs from what? From acids. Huh? Go outside and watch the show that I put on the TV. Go change your shirt just now. Yeah. So as we can see, life springs from these acid particles, which are called, brain newts are called atoms. You understand what I'm saying? You have to understand that these particular particles that sprung life are acids which burn or remove things. This goes back to the axe. The axe cuts which is sharp, just like an acid. And we know that these small particles, which are brain newts, or which we call atoms, are what? Are the gods within nature, because they're able to create anything. Everything contains atoms. Even air contains atoms. Things you can't see contains atoms, right? So these particular acids or gods, or these axes or axis,
Yep.
or which things are based upon, or where things can sway left or right. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm gonna do something a little further than that. I'm gonna let you go ahead real quick.
No, I want you to go to the BIAE letter D as a support.
Which one?
In the BIAE.
Which one?
Oh,
you mean?
2.
Book 2?
Yeah, letter D.
Book 2, letter D. Hold on.
This is just further proof that the writer of the nature and the Bible interpretation is one and the same.
All right, book 2, Bible interpretations, right?
Yeah, letter D.
Hold on, give me a second. I gotta find it.
Number 28 and 42 on the side of it. I mean, number 28 in parentheses, and it got in brackets, and then the number 42.
You said book 2, right?
Mm-hmm. Letter D.
Give me 1 second. Why is it not popping up? Oh, here we go. Book 2.
And you can read it till you'll know where to stop at.
All right. You said letter D?
Yep.
All right. Letter D is what? What is life and can it be eternal, right?
Yep. And it's going to support everything that you just said in the nature book, but we're doing this for the listener audience so they can see that it is coming from the same source, the same axis, the same burning.
It is letter D. Come on. Okay, here we go. Give me 1 second. Let's go back to the Hangouts. Screen share. Bible interpretations. Let me know if you see it.
Mm-hmm.
See it?
Yep.
All right. What is life and can it be eternal? A living being gets its life from its parents. The parents of a living being is its personal creator, and nature its impersonal creator. A living being is in the image and likeness of its mother and father. The parents of a living being is its creator by the help and laws of nature. A child's life is inherent from its parents and is spontaneous. The father and mother of a child or any living being give up part of their lives through the sex act, and this is how the child gets its life. The father supplies the blood through the sex acts, and the mother. Are you okay? All right, relax. The father supplies the blood through the sex act, and the mother supplies the bones and flesh through the gestation period by the laws of nature and its inherent and spontaneous powers.
I think my mom too.
Okay. Life itself is a burning. Okay, you was about to read? Yeah, go ahead and read. I'm gonna put my phone on mute real quick.
Daddy, let's go check if my mom is here.
All right, you want me to go continue?
Yeah, go ahead. Continue reading.
All right. Life itself is a burning. All life is a burning, including the life of vegetation. In people, the burning takes place in the lungs and blood. A person inhales oxygen and exhales carbon dioxide. Carbon is residue of burning. That is, carbon is the waste of a burnt substance or gas. And this also is the same thing to go out to Garu when he made that ignorant statement about carbon being life, when carbon is actually the waste. Waste can't be life. One has to come before the other. All right, when oxygen enters the lungs, it reaches the blood, and the acids, there go that word again, the acids in the blood ignite the oxygen and burn it. and that burning is life. The burning generates light, natural electricity, and the blood, what it's saying, the blood transmits the light to the brain. Then the person is able to think, see, feel, hear, taste, and smell. The burning is spontaneous by nature and the absence thereof. So again, if those who have the nature books know that, they're saying that you can't see brain news, but you can see, feel, hear, taste, and smell with them. See, it's the same signature. That's how you know A-NOOT, which is A-NOOT Rakata, in this book also authored the nature. However, we know that the intelligence do come from NOOPOOH, okay, because these cult members like to try to make somebody physical be the brain newts themselves, and that only occurs in the top halves with the pygmy gods, with 9 ether and flesh and blood. They don't exist now. So there's no one walking around here 9 mind NOOPOOH in the flesh. Okay, we mean physically. It's a whole different time. A-NOOT was born with 9 mind, but that's a different conversation. The conversation here we're having is showing you that it's a burning taking place. And this is why the ancients had the sun disk in such a reverence. They knew that the sun was a visible representation of the invisible brain newts in the intelligence. They knew that. This is why you see the symbol that it was revolved back into its original form. So that means the seal of the Ethiopian Egyptian Ankh was originally a sun symbol. Okay? What A-NOOT did was put the 2 different mentalities that come through all the suns at different cycles. So if you go back over 18 million years, the end would be in there. Now we done passed that. Now the Z is in there, and that's what you see. The cross is the seal of, in the Ethiopian and Egyptian Ankh, in a state of death, with all the meat and blood, everything is gone. When it got to the Caucasian, it was no more blood, no more veins. It was pure death, because we're at 3 south. So when you see the symbol that we are wearing, it's the one supreme being with all the life in it at this point in time, which is blue, green, black, and red in the bottom half. So A-NOOT actually, it's not just a solar symbol, it's the symbol of all. It's what it is. Just, you know, clearly and simply put, we're not trying to fascinate and bust your brain open. We're not trying to do that. We're just here to help you, to help explain to you that the nature needs no updating. And these fools have convinced themselves that something has to be updated to give York an excuse to corrupt it. And to say that York have to update something that 9 mind, the best mind, produce, means he's saying that he can improve on the best mind of the one supreme being. This is complete Zupo. This is complete deception at its finest. And this is why he's in jail forever. Because they think that the time to play with sound right reason is not the season for that. It's over. Again, I ain't got to call no names because this is not the type of show we're going to focus on. But look at all the people you see falling around you. Look at all, just the black leaders. We just going, the so-called black leaders, the self-appointed, all of them, look at them. They're crumbling. They're crumbling because they're trying to interfere with what was already written for you guys. It was written for you. You have to take it upon yourself to connect with what's already in your mind. We're just here to make it plain and to promote it, promulgate the information and explain it to make sure we connect it for you. That's what we're supposed to do until all of y'all are mentally fit to do what we need to do physically. You can go ahead, Ken, if you got something to add on to that. A-NOOT.
Yeah, I'm here. I had to run out real quick.
Okay.
But no, I don't got nothing to add to that. But I'm running behind my son. Got me. Not even. Where was I at? I'm gonna leave that that symbol thing out for now. The axe
Okay.
until I get it perfected, so that we could. But I know you guys see just a little smidget of what we got in store as far as that particular symbol is concerned. But we're gonna get back to that though.
Right. I sent you a link. I wanted you to play this video at the end just so we can show them.
It's on my email?
Yeah, I sent it in your email. We can close out after this video because I want them to see that Nuwaubians have a fetish and a mental addiction to corrupting past, present, and future information and swear that they have the right to do that.
What does Pa Nasdur mean?
Right. That video is them corrupting the word nectar or netcher, which is God's, and they done corrupted the word and turned it into something else. And I want to give a shout out to Farouk Thomas, who helped me with that information to put that video together. Want to give him a big shout out for that. And I want the people to see. Oh yeah, I got to get me one of those.
Got to
get me one of those.
Shirt,
yeah.
A hat. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do our thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That as you guys can see my room, I got the Zodiac on my ceiling. I got it in white.
Well, you trying to make your room the
my room, you can see it's red, black, and green. My ceiling is black.
You got it on this. You got your Zodiac on the ceiling like the Temple of Hathor. You got your own Dendera in there.
Yeah. If I could have painted it that way, I would have did it that way. But I can't.
Right?
I can't paint it that way right now. But yeah, my room is red, black, and green. You know, the whole surrounding thing. I got other posters on there. I'll show y'all a little later. But yeah, that's my room. I don't play when it comes to liberation, man. I go all the way with it. Like when I wake up, I gotta see red, black, and green. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. But I'm gonna go to that video that you was talking about. Give me a second.
So they can screen, so they can look at that when they come back. They can see that this is serious. And we keep telling all these other people who are more proficient in certain parts of Kemet information that they should challenge these people because they're running around here unchallenged and it's making them think that they are right and they're not right. They're incorrect. And you committing one of the greatest crimes against your race is you're deliberately misinforming them, and you're not doing it as if you doing the wrong research. You're following behind another group of people who are stealing, and we proven that they stole, and you're still accepting them around the conscious community. So birds of a feather. So they mentally dead, and whoever they're hanging around with is mentally dead by default because they're allowing it to happen, and that's just a tragedy. So go ahead, Ken, and share the screen and let the video roll.
Oh, bad. That's my first time really screen sharing so much. But I'm getting the hang of it.
Yep.
I'm gonna soon be a pro at this.
Yep. There you go. So they can see that.
I guess they don't got no volume yet. You can hear it?
We can hear it.
If I make it bigger, does it come off? Hold on.
I don't know. Try to make it big and see what happens.
You can see it?
Hold on.
No, silly.
Did it come off?
I'm still waiting for it to get bigger. It seems like it ain't moving.
It ain't moving. All right, let me just take it back. I don't want to even mess with it. I'll just let it rock.
Yeah, just leave it at the way it was and just start it over.
Yeah, my bad.
All right, well, you can see the date on it, September 11, 2016. The Nuwaubians still haven't responded back to what does Nasdar mean. So we're going to watch this video and y'all can see that this is what they do. All they doing is corrupting information, and nobody is challenging them, but they claim they got all this knowledge.
No, silly.
Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today. Purchase your tracks today.
right. I'm guessing that's it, right?
Okay, now you hear me. Neb sent me something too. I sent it to you, but I want to make these 4 points first. First point, Nasdil is a female name. York calls himself Pa Nasdar, which is a female name, so he calling himself a female on top of that, which we already know that York is feminine, a bisexual pedophile. All right. Nasdar is a village in northern Iraq. Again, this has had nothing to do with ancient Kemet. And Nasdar language is basically in Kurdish, which is basically Arabic and Latin.
I ain't get the email yet.
All right, hold on. I just sent it to you. Hold on. I sent it to your
Okay, just now. Give me a second.
It said arrive. I can't see it, but you should. Let me see.
Daddy, come on, let's get some more rice.
Just now.
Oh, okay. I see it right here. All right, check it. Let me know when you get your email.
Mm-hmm.
I just sent it to you.
I ain't get it yet.
And this is just another classic case of York spinning Arabic and trying to create it and morph it into something else and fool his slaves. But we keep showing them every time. All you got to do is research. But they want to get mad at us.
Okay, here we go.
This album for you. Got it?
Now come.
Yeah, give me a second. Wait.
Please. 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 Please.
Okay. All right. So.
Are you talking to me?
Let me know when you got it. You can show the first picture first, which is the dictionary.
Stop. Stop doing that.
Let me see if it'll show on mine. Hold on.
What did I just say? Stop. It is something else, man. What are you doing? Stop. Leave the computer on. Stop it. I'm not gonna stop. Back up.
All right. Let me know when you got it.
I got it. Can you hold on? I'm coming.
I'm not gonna hold your hand.
No, you can't hold my hand. I'm using it.
I'm using it right now.
Stop.
Go. His name is John Lavaga. So.
All right, let me go to this way.
Now, may you get some more rice?
If you're not behaving, no.
I am, Daddy. I am.
Okay, so behave yourself. Give me a second. I'm coming.
Come on.
Wait.
Daddy, I'm hungry.
All right. We could do it like this now. Get that
Let's
one.
get some more rice, please.
2, 3, 4. All right, just those 4 pictures, right?
Yeah. So the first one should be the dictionary, so they can know.
Give me a second.
Dictionary to get if they want to go do a little deeper research.
All right, hold on. Screen share. There we go.
Daddy,
See it?
let's go.
Yeah.
All right. We got the dictionary right there.
Mm-hmm. That's Neb sent that. That's the dictionary that they can go get. Now the next picture should be the right. That's the Nawapic word for arrival is wasula, or arrive is wasul. And the third one should be the actual Arabic word. I think he should be showing that one. Yeah. See, wasal, to reach a place, arrive at, come to, hand, join, seek, friendship, attain, unite, connect. Wasalatin, an animal which gives birth to 7 females consecutive, and the 7th birth is a pair. Number 610 in that Arabic dictionary. So this showing you that Nawapians, which is under York, is still in the next picture should be the back of the dictionary of the Nawapic dictionary. And if they look real good, you can see the word arrive on the right side at the top. Page 307 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. The 26th word from the bottom, you see the word arrive and wassail. So they show you that they're thieves, and York only speaks Arabic. This is why Nawapic has Arabic roots that has been corrupted and switched around. Nubic is a form of Arabic. Y'all have been fooled. Once again, this Negro is not resurrecting anything ancient. That's why their so-called Nuwapi is Sabian Arabic script converted, look like a computer type language, and they just, again, this is what they do, man. They just change stuff and they put it out and they keep food. Again, that a lie constantly changes. That's why the language kept changing over and over, because if you look at it long enough, you can see where he stole it from. But like they were saying, like Farouk was saying, it has trilateral roots. So you can always see that. That's how Arabic works. It's nothing ancient about this so-called language that he made up. It's right there, Nawapians. While you running around trying to call NOOPOOHs ignorant, you're the ignorant ones. That's a fact. So I had enough of beating them up for the night. You know, we had to set them ablaze. You know, let Malachi disciple know that he was completely wrong and that he needed to stop making more dumb videos, because he's definitely was going in the wrong direction. And A-NOOT, you did great, awesome presentation tonight, and we got a whole lot more coming in the future.
Yes, sir. We gotta finish up the the axe symbol.
All right.
I want to get that rolling. Not now though. We're gonna do that another time, another day. You know, true peace to everybody that came through to watch the show. We're gonna keep growing. We're gonna keep growing. Malachi, you in deep trouble, man. How you gonna take a symbol and stop where the Caucasian stop that? You ain't even going to Egypt. You did this church and that church and this religion. You don't realize these symbols are older than religion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you gotta stop that. You know what I'm saying? It's time to step your game up, and that's definitely what it is. Just stepping y'all knowledge game up. That's all. So yes, you will. Yes, you will. So tell everybody bye-bye. Tell them bye-bye.
Bye.
True peace, prominence.
Please.
All right, true peace, Ken. I'll holler at y'all later. Thank everybody for coming out. True mental cosmic peace in war times. True.
And thank you for pooping at me.
All right, true peace, y'all.